Hi, this is Vidashi Studios. Welcome to African Time. I'm actually happy. I'm sad at the same time. I'm overwhelmed. I'm also calm. I don't know how to feel about this news I'm going to talk about, but it was actually sad when I jumped on it. And I know we are done with the African Cup qualification that happened this year, 2025. But yeah, we actually have to discuss this because something beautiful happened between South Africa and South Sudan. Or should I say something sad also happened for South Sudan when they are playing their Afcon matches, when they also went to South Africa. We'll see this. Well, South African Facts on People, with a page on next that discuss Africa and African news, shared this. They say South Sudan traveled to South Africa with only 15 players for their Afcon qualifiers to save costs due to the expensive flight tickets. South Sudan is the world's poorest country in terms of GDP per capita and the third most fragile country in the world. Well, this is sad. They actually flew in only 15 players because they can't afford the flight tickets and the reservations and the whole thing they can't. And they also said to be the poorest country based on GDP per capita and also have the most fragile country in the world. And also the number one in Africa though. That is South Sudan. That was something bad and I felt sad when I saw this news. And I hope these good people of South Sudan actually get their country back, enjoy democracy, enjoy peace and stability, enjoy quality of life, education, they enjoy basic life and also have some peaceful minds and life to move on their lives. Because every day, anytime, they are actually being wasted their life. But as this was shared too, there was also something beautiful that was done by South Africa. South Africa, they didn't just watch them come by and just go. They actually afforded or offered them some high-class, top-notch five-star hotel for the people, the teams to stay, and also to cover themselves, and also gave them one of the best stadiums to play, that is in Cape Town, to play their match. Although the South Sudan least lost, but they were actually muchly respected by the South Africans. So I should say big shout out to my South Africans for doing this great initiative, for not just looking down on them and also giving them and treating them as a brother as they are, and then giving them hope and letting them to also see how beautiful some countries are actually some countries are growing and are doing some great things, having some peaceful countries. And also those that they can also go home and talk some beautiful thing about South Africa, that the people of that country can actually know what it's all about with war and how bad they're actually being lacking behind in terms of development. But there's something also beautiful by some South Sudanese person under this post that also sends some warmly take to South Africans and Africa as a whole. Hope you all watch or listen to this, and I want to see your thoughts on this. So this is Akesh and Andre. Alright, so he came in and says, nothing is so painful like seeing the nation our grandparents sacrificed their lives for 20 years going through this humiliation. I or we watch the entire game just to make sure we are all going through the same pain they are facing in the pitch. We didn't go to South Africa to win, but to show that our failure isn't ours, but the politicians. To any country that is having peace, economy, infrastructure, and leaders, please protect them with all you got. There's nothing good about war and tribalism. Thank you, South Africa, for hosting them for us. This is one most catchy story or comment I've ever seen in my life. I felt so bad when I saw this. It touches my inner soul. Like there's nothing. He says this the third paragraph, or should I say, yeah, says to any country that is having peace, economy, infrastructure, and leaders, please protect them with all you got. There's nothing good about war and tribalism. Thank you, South Africa, for hosting us. Thank you, South Africa, for hosting us. That was actually one of the saddest posts I've ever seen. And I'm glad to share this with my African people. Well, this person came and says, this is very touching. These young men showing up despite all their circumstances. I have got so much respect for them. Strength to everyone in your country. And I hope that things get better for the standard of football to soar to even greater heights. That's a South African. Another African brother also came and says, you guys did well under the circumstance. It was a pleasure to host you. I really hope the situation at home changes for the better. That is some African people also joining a brother here, sharing their pain and consoling him. This is the Africa we are actually in. Some people are actually having it good and better. Some people are not having it they are having suffering. They're having it so bad with their policies, with their government, with their people, with so many things being wrong in their countries. South Sudan is saying, thank you, South Africa, for hosting them and giving them such a warm, pleasant hospitality and welcome. And as a South African, also as a Ghanaian, I'm also saying, thank you, South Africa, for treating them the right way and the beautiful way. And they are so happy for that treatment. And I'm proud of you guys too for standing up for humanity. Thank you, South Africa too. Thank you so much. Well, someone also raised a very beautiful concern here, and I think we should actually discuss that one too. He's a Nigerian, and he says, this is sad news. Yes, there's a part of the ineptitude in our leaders, but there's also this issue of the exploitation of our people when it comes to flights. The prices are exorbitant. It is much cheaper to travel across Europe than across Africa. We saw how they crashed the price when Air Peace started operating on that route. So it means they could afford to fly at such prices all this time, but have been exploiting us. It is our sole cue that we should get into the aviation industry. I don't even want to talk about how we have complicated things for ourselves with our visa procedures, Nigeria included. We need to simplify these processes if we are ever going to move forward. When more people travel, hopefully the volume will force more local airlines to start and we can fly around cheaper. God bless my Sudanese siblings. This too shall pass. God bless Sudan. Well, that is a very nice take here. Yes, it's true. The aviation industry is so exploitative. It's so exploitative because how are they mentioning some huge prices from some price tickets? How many serious are there? It's so very, very serious. They couldn't even pardon the Sudanese team for these flight tickets. They don't even have a personal plane for the country. This is serious. We need to actually discuss that. The aviation industry is actually exploiting the African people, seriously. I hope our various African countries and leaders can actually look into that sector and discuss this. This Sudanese issue have brought our minds into that aspect. They are actually exploiting us, and we need to do something about it. Okay? That was another topic of the day that we need to discuss too. Well, this is something I needed to share with you guys concerning Sudanese team that played the Afcon qualifiers recently, and then South Africa, how South Africa also showed love and care to these people or these Sudanese players. They actually only flew in 15 players to the camp or to the team for the team to play this league. They actually lost to South Africa 3-0, but they have actually done great for appearing and being part of this year's Afcon qualifiers. Hopefully, we can hear good news one day that Sudan is free from all these fights and wars and tribalisms, and they can actually be on the track for development. The next video I'll share, I will say big shout out to Sudanese. Love you guys. Hope you guys find peace, and also big shout out to South Africa and to every African who feel the emotions about this. Hope they heal and hope we are strong enough to protect our various African countries and infrastructures also. Good luck to Africa. Good luck to the people of Sudanese, and good luck to you, my fellow Africans. See you guys around for more details about Africa.